So guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we will continue with the real number system. Wait, someone is joining. Let's wait for your classmate. Is this a block section, guys? Are you all first year college?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you're also classmates in different subjects.
Kami-kami rin, sir.
Sa ibang subjects, sir.
Okay. So let's continue. So did you get the rational number? What is a rational number? Can be negative or positive. It could be zero. As long as it's not infinite. That's why we cannot have a denominator that is equal to zero. Rational numbers could also be a terminating decimal number like this, 1.5, 1.57, like that. Gets?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if we have a rational number, we also have this irrational numbers. And irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be expressed in the form of fraction. It is a non-terminating and non-recurring. Do you have calculators near you? Do you have calculators there? Can you try to input the square root of 2? Hello, guys?
Sir, square root of 2 rin po yung answer po.
Can you put it in the decimal form?
Kung sir, 1.41, sir.
Hindi, yung buo.
Ah.
All the decimals.
1.41421356 sir.
Yes, that is the that is an example of a irrational number which is a non-terminating or it is not ending. Kaya that's why the value of square root of 2 is 1.414213562. That is how we define a non-terminating number. Also, the pi, if you're going to input your calculator, the pi, and then press the decimal form, it would give you a non-terminating decimal number. That's so maybe they will ask you what's the difference of, they will going to ask you to identify a decimal number with a terminating and a non-terminating form. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So for an integer number, integer numbers, whether they are positive or negative or zero, can be expressed in the form of ratio. So the difference of an integer number and a whole number is that whole numbers doesn't have a negative values here. And the difference of a whole number and a natural number is that this whole number is from 0 to infinity. And this natural numbers is from 1 to infinity. Gets?
Gets, sir.
So let's talk about set builder notation. Let S, this S is the set, denote a set, and let P of X be a property that elements of the set S may or may not satisfy. We may define a new set to be the set of all elements X in S such that P of X is true. We denote this set as follows. So we can write this in this form. Did you remember this earlier? What does this mean? In our earlier
Yes.
topic, this means that X is an element of S, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you remember that? If it is written like this, X is an element of the set S. But in this, we added this symbol, and it means that such that. So X is an element of S such that P of X is true. Gets?
Yes, sir.
If you understand how I read this, we will have an example on the later part. Yes? X is an element of S such that P of X is true. So this P of X should satisfy this. Gets?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's have an example. Given that R denotes the set of all real numbers, Z the set of integers, and Z positive the set of all positive integers, and Z negative the set of all negative integers, describe each of the following set. So let's try to answer this. We're looking for a set wherein X is an element of R,
Or such as.
and this R is set of all real numbers. Real numbers, right? From negative, 0, positive. So X is an element of R such that -2 is less than X and X is less than 5, where element X is a whole number. Can you give me the answer? Did you get that? We're trying to look for an element or elements that will satisfy this notation. We're trying to find value of X in such that the X will be greater than -2 and less than 5. And it is a whole number. Did you get the question? Okay, Mr. Javin Bakani has an answer. How about the others? Let's try to answer, guys. Or you try to raise a question if you don't understand the this topic. we're trying to look for an element or elements that will satisfy this notation. Dalawa pa lang yung may sagot. We only have 2 answers here. How about the others? Just try. So the answer here is okay, I'm reading your answers. The answer here is the element is from -1, 0, 1, 2, the answer here is a set of with an element of -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Any question? Guys, if you don't get the answer, do you have any question? Use your mic. So none, you don't have any question with this one?
None, sir.
Okay, so I guess you get this topic. So can you try to answer B, C, D, and E? I'll give you 4 minutes. Game. 3 minutes. Game. I think most of you got letter B. Okay, it's good.